you know that I'm loving you? In a garden of Peter, baby. Don't you know that I'll always be true? Oh, won't you come with me and take my hand? Oh, won't you come with me and walk this line? Please take my
Well, Peter, I am continuing to stand at the base of the Richmond-San Rafael Bridge, just moments from San Francisco Bay's maximum security San Quentin prison. What we have seen so far today have been local and federal law enforcement officials launching a massive manhunt towards the apprehension of escaped federal prisoners Odessa and Kyle James. United States Marshal Lorna McCoy, with prison warden Samuel Carruthers, just moments ago, in what would have been a rare public address, stated that yes, indeed, both brothers did in fact disappear from the high security wing of one of the country's most notorious of all death rows. We know it was sometime before dawn this morning, and that one guard has been confirmed dead on the scene. 2 others were taken to Parkland Memorial Hospital, where they continue to be listed in critical condition. Peter, Susan, it was the trial that stunned the nation, and now convicted killers Odessa and Kyle James are out amongst the rain, among us.
Convicted killers Kyle and Odessa James are out amongst the rain, among us. Do you have an 8?
Daddy needs to go fishing.
Curses.
I'll get it.
Jenny, no running in the house.
I'll go too.
Dad, you would not believe what a nightmare it is out there. The cops have roadblocks on the 101, 580, even the one that leads into Tiburon.
The James boys are here.
So I keep hearing.
Oh, you're drenched, honey. Well, you better go get cleaned up.
My way, Daddy dearest.
I was waiting inside my room. It was dark. I was scared. I was tired of being violated. tired of my brother being violated. Then my brother was outside my door. I joined him in the hallway. I continued down until we reached our parents' room. He kicked open the door. He went in. I went in after him. He sent the first round into my room. And then my brother and I were both fired.
Oh, okay. Moving. 3 syllables.
I knew this one. The Naked Gun.
Mommy wins. Mommy wins.
How in the heck was that the Naked Gun?
Charles, she was clearly portraying a very gallant Nicole Brown. It was obvious.
Jennifer Lynn Ryan. That was absolutely gross. Now, I know I've talked to you about this before. Honey, the taking of a human life, especially when it's a young, innocent, beautiful, voluptuous, perfect example of femininity. Not to mention, she's a pillar of the community. Well, it's a tragedy. It's an American tragedy, plain and simple. And how my wife of all these years could have gotten the Naked Gun from that, well, I'll tell you, it's beyond me. I'm shocked, Ray. Absolutely shocked.
But I win.
Look at me, I've gotten myself all worked up over nothing. Well, I guess we've dwelled on that long enough. Who wants to go next?
Jenny, go tell your sister she's going to be late for work, please.
So, finish the story.
I already told you, Dad turned it off before the greatest hits.
What pictures did they show?
Usual trial proceedings, mug shots, reaction shots of the verdict.
What about the sentencing?
Yeah, they showed him laughing when the judge says death.
The Mackenzie twins had it on satellite first thing this morning. One cop said that it was Odessa who killed the guard. Probably was. That's why Mom thinks he's so hot. He's got that whole OJ thing going for him. Totally guilty. Totally cute.
I like Kyle.
Well, I'm sure he'd be hot to trot knowing Miss just turned 12 was interested.
I did not just turn 12.
Well, continue to pardon me, Miss 2 weeks later.
Did they really set up roadblocks here?
Yeah. Can you believe it? Motherfucking Beatty. I hate this fucking town. What are we up to now? About population 7?
But it's named after the actor.
Beatty? Warren Beatty, you mean? Hardly, baby. I think it was named after the Greek god of boredom.
Do you think they'll come here, Jamie?
Who? Warren Beatty?
No, the brothers.
I don't know, honey. But if those boys know what's best. They better help themselves south.
Cold out there.
Well, you're soaked.
Girls are there, no problem. Jenny wanted to help her sister, so tonight she's going to be doing that.
An assistant babysitter following in the footsteps of an official babysitter. Honey, we should have an employee day. Oh, don't forget to lock that door. Never tell in this day and age.
Assuming the James brothers will be paying us a visit, Charles?
No, better safe than sorry.
Better safe than sorry.
Miss McCoy?
What?
Rupert McAllister was the attendant on duty. Apparently he worked the closing hours alone. Caucasian male, 40 years of age, no priors. Mr. McAllister was a father of 3. His time card was punched at 9 p.m. sharp, leaving behind a cash box of $480 in credit charges and $209 in cash coin. His 86 Ford Mustang, California license 2, Charlie, Nevada 5902, was discovered abandoned by Highway Patrol near check station 12.
And where was Mr. McAllister?
In the trunk.
Nobody does dishes like you.
Charles, the power's gonna be out soon.
I hope.
3, 2, 1. Power's out.
Oh, for goodness sake, on a night like this.
It's Jenny. She did say if she was bored.
She's probably forgotten her key.
Sooner you get that, sooner she's gonna be in her bed asleep. Charles, she's probably soaked to the bone.
Probably.
Are you going to get the door?
Already left.
Go get the door.
I'm leaving right now.
Go.
Leaving now. Jesus Christ. Nope. Both of them if you want. What do you need? Clothes? Money? I got money. You can have it. It means nothing to me. You need a hostage? I'm your man. But please, please, I beg of both of you, do not hurt my wife.
You people always have the same confusion. To compare bravery and brilliance to that of bullshit.
My wife means the world to me. Please, just let her go.
My wife is the world to me. Please, just let her go. How fucking noble.
There are people here in this town. They'll find you. They'll find you and arrest you.
Now, why would people be looking for us?
Why? Because you're Kyle James. And that monster there you call your brother.
He is my brother.
Yes. The infamous Odessa Lee James.
You obviously benefit upon knowing who we are. As for you, I can give a fuck. With that lingering flower. The one there with the eyes of an angel and lips of a god. The one who gives you the apparent strength of nobility.
My wife. Ray. Her name is Ray. Ray Ryan.
I'd like you to make me a drink, Ray. Nothing fancy, nothing trivial. I don't want you to become creative on me, Ray. So diminish those immediate thoughts of heroism. If you fuck with the drink, you die last. If you die last, you are the winner. It'll be an experience, Ray, to watch your movements of expression as I calmly and collectively will gut the Mr. Fuck You nobility man there.
If you're gonna talk like that, you can just take it somewhere else. I've not had that kind of vulgarity in my house, especially when it's directed towards my wife.
Fuck you. Charles. Is this you? Well, it must be. Yeah, one Charles Winward Ryan. You don't mind, do you? Well, I guess, you know you've maxed out your Visa card. All these penalties and interest. Apparently you haven't been making your payments, Charles, and I'd say that puts you in some trouble. Well, let's see here. You could always get a loan from a friend, or steal an old lady's handbag, or you might even try selling assault rifles to right-wing biblical adversaries. The point is, regardless of what you do, always pay what you owe, Charles. You see, I'm a firm believer that credit cards were the fall for this country. Buy now, pay later, the American dream of owning what we can't afford and spending what God knows we don't make. You know what it is? It's an organized crime against the misfortunate many, a corporate-made suicide for a shattered middle class.
Why? Why'd you do it? Why did you kill your parents? We've heard all the rumors. All your endless, rambling thoughts that ended up emblazoned on the front pages of the newspapers. From the trash tabloids to that bullshit autobiography you used to set up your defense fund. What was it? What was it? Physical abuse? Mental abuse? All those childhood charges of molestation and sodomy. Any truth to any of that?
Charles, that's the only thing that you can ask me. The only question that's been asked repeatedly, almost yearly, monthly, weekly, hourly, and every motherfucking moment in 2 state trials. One goddamn state board appeal, one jack-me-off interview with that bitch, Ricky Lake.
I wish I could agree with the camaraderie of those wishful thinking statements of yours, Charlie. Looking back now, as a free man of confusion, those were all indeed desperate last-minute solutions. Thoughts that stormed high towards the pending future of a never-ending incarceration. I've killed both my mother and father, Charlie. Their death emerged slow. It was filled with the absolute agony of despair, where only the darkness would cloud. This was my end. And ending a painless peace for a boy who longed to see death. Money brought motivation, Charlie, and the motivation sought murder. Tell me you were a good girl, Ray.
I was very good to you, Mr. James.
Odessa.
Odessa.
Charles, I'm curious, is this your video collection over here? My, what a vivid array of shit you own. Let's see here. Crap. This is the absolute biggest piece of crap. Free Willy, Charles, you should die now.
You know what the only redeemable moment of Free Willy is, Charlie?
That film I thought was quite suitable.
No, it wasn't! My brother takes this one most personally, Charlie. But to answer my own question, Free Willy, redeemable points, only one. Michael Madsen smoking cigarettes.
We believe in family fair entertainment in this household, Mr. James. Regardless of what unstable individuals like yourselves might think.
Well, wait a minute. I owe you an apology, Charles. Once upon a time in the West, this is a classic Charles Bronson, Henry Fonda, a tale of revenge and retribution.
The film belongs to a neighbor.
Of course it does. Why? Because quality in you would be like a paraplegic trying to masturbate. You try and you try and you try, but you never quite get it, do you, Charles?
Kids.
You know, the rest of this is a bunch of kids crap, and I'm having a hard time picturing you watching this.
We have a child.
Our daughter, she's moved away from home. First year of college.
Presented with such admirability, Charlie, for the man who owns not one Mickey Rourke movie. When I look at your wife, Charlie, I see a female, a young woman, a goddamn wet dream pushing the bounds of bewilderment.
Okay, let's go back here. Charles, these are kids' tapes. So tell us about the child.
2. We have 2 children. 2 girls.
Their expected arrival is when?
11.
Are they at a friend's house, Ray? Maybe with a parent? Someone who'll come to the door with them?
No. Babysitting.
Tell me about your children, Ray.
Don't tell them anymore.
Ray, I don't want to hate them at this point. 2 girls, babysitters. Begin.
Jamie, well, she's the eldest. 17. She's just now 17 years old.
Word just came down from Parkland Memorial. Both of the Quentin guards certified deceased. They got a statement, though, where one of the guards, still semi-conscious, says he overheard a voice. Now, he can't tell which one of our lost boys he heard, but I named him as unforgettable.
Lennox. Goddamn swear to Christ. Boy's in Gwinnett. Send him down death row. Can't Kate come back?
Can't get here, over.
Punch up a residential on one Dick and Marlene Lennox.
Richard and Marlene Lennox, residential listing of 113 and 5 East Mikado Way, Beatty, California, testified May 1993 on behalf of the federal government, State of California Justice Department. Superior Court of San Francisco. Names Odessa Lee, convicted homicide, first degree death, San Quentin. Names Kyle John, convicted homicide, first degree death, San Quentin. Witness protection withdrawn, December 12, 1995.
All available units to 1135 East Mikado. Let's go. First comers would use a door-to-door 2x2 formation. Subjects are armed. Repeat, subjects will indeed be armed. A possible hostage situation. Suspects are 2, Odessa James, Kyle John. Let's go, people.
You ever have one of those days, Ray, which eventually turns into this night, which makes you stop and ask the very question, why? As a child, Ray, I had a dream. It was the one true destiny for which rightly I deserved. A movie, Ray. To write, direct, act, and produce. Just one goddamn movie. Shit. At least I can die knowing I never bought into that white bread, leave it to beaver, don't walk in the rain, home by dark. Theory of shit. My life, a tolerant tale. Whether you're gonna become as poor and the rich evil. And life, right? Just life. One simple motherfucking life. Life on the edge. The American dream. Charles and Ray Ryan, the happy couple. 2 daughters, Jamie and Jen.
Holy Mary, Mother of God.
Welcome home, honey.
Coroner's moving him now. By his estimate alone, figuring over 100, 150 stab wounds.
Time of death?
No.
What do you mean, no?
No time of death, not yet, no.
These boys are pissing me off. They're going down. This very night, dead on arrival in fucking Pisswater, USA. And then I'm taking them home, back to Quentin, where I personally am gonna gas the second goddamn fucking life out of them.
Beatty PD found a blood trail about a half mile down.
Have them matched against both brothers.
Preliminary shows AB negative.
Kyle John James.
I'm sorry.
This is all I could find.
Perfect.
It's Beverly, Ray, open up!
She's just a neighbor.
Kyle, Jamie, Jen, upstairs. Miss Ryan, you and I have a date with destiny.
It's Beverly, open up, Ray, open up! Oh, Ray, it's awful. The Lennox family's dead.
Digging my knee?
And the children.
Oh, God.
Don't you have your radio on? They think it's those convicts, the two brothers.
Beverly, now's not a real good time.
But Ray, where's Charles? Shouldn't he be helping the police?
He's in bed, asleep. Good night, Beverly.
But Ray, what about the James brothers?
I'm sure they're just fine and a long ways from here. So good night now, Beverly.
But Ray!
Out of all the towns, Kyle, why would you pick here? Jesus, Beatty? I still can't believe my mother sitting down there with your brother like that. I like you, Kyle. I like you a lot. And I'm your biggest fan.
Jenny, you were told to stay upstairs?
But I just wanted to ask Mr. James something.
And what is that, darling?
Mr. James, sir, can I get your autograph? Those two I met because of Daddy. He has such great connections.
Jerry Mathers and Bob Barker? Goddamn Charlie, whose dick did you suck?
Mr. James, wait! Wait! Okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. It's just that he's my absolute favorite. Adam West. He's such a dream.
Can you hear it, Charlie? Pounding of the bed frame, the screws turning, bolts falling, sweat angels in the pants. The pant, Charlie. Try to be quiet so no one will know we're fucking pants.
God damn, look at him go.
Word of advice, Charlie, my brother, bay captain of boating. He ties a knot, unmovable. So, Mr. Ryan, sir, don't move. I want to hear your daughter fuck. They came. Ravishing Ray, the one widower to Charlie. So what do you say, Ray? Testimony in tea or Mexico? You and me.
Mexico.
Think it, Ray. Mexico. The American dream elsewhere found.
I know the brothers. I know them both. I used to have lunch with them down at County. For 2 years, that boy sat across from me, just watching. He never feared death like most of us do. Because how can you fear death when you never lived your life? And then he was alone. Kyle was hospitalized during a jailhouse brawl. And that was the day I saw through him. I asked him for the truth. I asked him why. One solitary tear slid down his face. And then he said it. Revenge.
You felt for them, didn't you?
Yeah.
Beverly? Beverly!
Not a goddamn thing. Who the fuck do you have out there with you?
Half of this piece of shit county, local boys from Frisco, and half of the damn National Guard.
Yeah. Dawson, Samuel, where's he at?
Hell if I know. Go for deep.
Mr. Dawson, what's this crap I'm hearing about you convincing the James boys to surrender?
Yeah, well, we said in 71 down their throats.
What a dick.
What do you want me to do with this dick, ma'am? Go fuck yourself with it.
2 words, assholes. Traffic duty. So over and fucking out. Good fucking bye. Fuck you, and I'll see you fuckers in hell.
Beverly!
Now, you sure it wasn't a backfire or a firecracker, possibly?
I was in World War II, goddammit. Don't you go telling me what you think I heard.
Now, your wife, Beverly. Let's go back to her for a second.
She went to check on the neighbors. She went over there. She went to that house, right there, the one I've been telling you about. Jesus Christ Almighty on a goddamn crutch.
Now, you said that the gunshot came from that general vicinity.
Son, the gunshot came from that house. Right there. It came from the Ryan house.
Mr. and Mrs. Charles Ryan.
Oh, Miller, shut up. And what is that? Go get the uncut on Charles and Ray Ryan. Go.
The phone, well, they ain't been working since the storm. And, well, Beverly, she wanted to help, and I didn't want her to worry. You know, she worries. And Charlie, well, he's such a hard worker. And, well, ever since the storm, well, she wanted to go over and make sure Ray didn't have any problems, you know, with her being alone with the children and all.
Children?
Yes, ma'am. 2 girls. Sweetest little darlings I ever did meet.
Kincaid, Dawson, Hughes, we have a possible situation at 1313 Schoolyard Road. Talk to me.
Charles Winward Ryan, age 44, Vietnam veteran, Green Beret, Lieutenant Major, 5 tours, United States Army, awarded the Congressional Medal of Honor by then President Richard M. Nixon, September 9, 1971. Distinguished Service Cross, 3 Bronze Stars, 3 Silver Stars, Vietnamese Cross of Gallantry, 6 Purple Hearts. Married February 14, 1977 to one Rhea Alicia Gardner, a.k.a. Amalia Ferrero, Lydia Ryder, Mary Poppins, age 33. Rhea Alicia Bryan, convicted prostitution, assault, armed robbery, served 18 months, civil branch corrections for women, convicted manslaughter, dismissed on appeal. Arrested, aggravated assault, no contest. 8 months probation. Arrested, murder, justifiable. Case dismissed. Arrested, grand larceny, investigation pending. Arrested, felony possession of controlled substance, cocaine. Charges dropped. Arrested, murder, 4 counts, justifiable. Jesus H. Christ. Arrested, murder, possession of illegal firearms. Case dismissed. Pled guilty. Probation violated, 3 months continuance. There's 2 children, Jamie Marie, 17, and Jennifer Lynn, 12. No known criminal associations, no known association with either boys.
Hughes, have the lower end brought within a 1-mile radius of 1313 Schoolyard Road. Local PD, position them out beyond those train tracks. Dawson, National Guard, I want him out of there. Local shit kicker, same deal. Any soldier and above that fucks with you, thank him for the interest with a simple mid-finger extension. They ask on what authority, you tell them the federal goddamn fucking government, Department of Corrections, U.S. Attorney, and United States Marshal.
Christmas fucking Eve. Inspired, man. Fucking A poetry. And to think, the holiest of holiest days. Merry Christmas, Dad. Boom. Stocking stuffer, Mom. Boom. Inspired. Fucking inspired. The flicker of Yuletide lights. Off-green artificial tree. Carolers. The patter of 8 tiny reindeer. And a small jingle bells. Oh, what a silent night. That is, of course, unless you don't want to count the 27 double buck rounds which are blasted, pounding and ripping into both you and your better half. Christmas goddamn motherfucking Eve. Yeah, I'd have done it then. One shit-kicked homicidal holiday. So, Kyle James, you want to fuck me again, killer?
Jamie, do you watch a lot of TV?
What?
TV. We had a TV in prison, and I used to spend all my time watching it. Watching all those white trash programs. And I would wonder if those people really did exist. And now I'm here with you, and now I know that they do. Do I want to fuck you? Yeah. That's all anybody would ever want to do with you. And since we already did that, why don't you just take your cute ass and go make my fucking dinner?
You're kidding.
No.
You know what I think? I think you've been bent over one too many times, Kyle. I think your tired little white ass can just go on and serve itself.
Jamie?
What?
Please.
Fuck you. We got all you can eat in the pantry.
And I can find out where, sweetie?
Just down the stairs, honey. You can't miss it.
You were just a James I could have loved. I could have loved you forever. Will they catch you?
No.
Then go. Go now. Run.
They're coming.
Jenny, how long?
They're right outside, Mom. They're here! They're here!
Who the fuck is Bob?
Mr. Ryan, I'm United States Marshal Lorna McCoy. Mr. Ryan, we're here to help you. Can you tell me where the
boys? You must be looking for the boys. Odessa seems to have taken quite a liking towards my wife, Ray. They hit it off. She seems pleased. That's important, you know. A marriage needs pleasing.
Mr. Ryan, can you tell me where he is? Is he still in the house?
Sure, he's right upstairs. I can smell a cigarette. Nasty habit. Kyle, on the other hand, well, his hunger overcame him. He's in the pantry. A limited selection, to be sure. Nevertheless, that's where he can be found.
Exteriors.
Nothing.
Shooters.
Nothing.
Back in Nam, little boys like you, I used to come in their ass for breakfast. Those were good times.
Did you ever have one of those days, Odie, which eventually turns into this night, which makes you stop and ask the very question of why? This little piggy went to the market. This little piggy went to the store. But these 5 piggies here, well, they went down.
The silent freedom of hostility. Chambering yet another thoughtless round.
You wanna fuck me, Odessa? Goddamn piece of shit, take it in the ass liking. Son of a bitch, come fuck me, Odessa!
Uh-oh. I think we may have a runner.
Hi!
Hi, Odessa.
No! No!
We speak of God, that path he trod, and of that righteous day he toyed with clay.
Joseph Paul Kretzer. Murdered Alcatraz Island, 1946.
Warren McCoy.
God damn you, Odessa James. God damn you. You know I have to kill you. You know you have to die. You know it.
Not today.
Jenny, don't you think it's a little early for Halloween?
Oh, I don't know. Sort of gives the whole situation a kind of biblical ending, if you ask me.
Odessa and that lady, the policewoman.
Marshal, honey. She was a United States Marshal.
She's alive.
Really? Must be losing my touch.
Uh-huh. She's in the underworld with Mr. James. I saw him smoking a cigarette together.
Jennifer Lynn, is there something you might like to share with this family? Like maybe of you helping Mr. James?
Like, I'm really sure, Dad. Did he or did he not, like, rip up my Adam West signature?
Yes, of course. I'd forgotten.
Bob's still with Kyle.
Anything from Bob?
No news is good news.
Yes, well, he does need the company. Another storm is expected by midweek. It says right here, another 3 to 4 inches is coming. Well, guess it's safe to say, so much for the drought in California. Honey, would you hand me one of those cookies? One of those funny-looking ones there with the sprinkles on top?
Or a ladyfinger?
No, I think not. That's a little too heavy for after dinner. I'll stick with the cookie. Thank you. Mmm. Mmm.
Pain in the ass. Pain in my ass you are. What? What? What's there?
America's favorite killers, Odessa and Kyle James, can be yours to bring home.
James Boyd! A James Boyd! Looking for love in all the wrong places! James Boyd! A James Boyd! Killing folks with the skull faces!
You can teach Dad a lesson. This is for raping me, Dad. This is for violating me, Mom. Blow Dad away with his removable head.
James Boyd! A James Boyd! Looking for love in all the wrong places! James Boyd! A James Boyd! Killing folks with the skull faces! Ah! James Boyd!
James Boys, parents and accessories sold separately.
Daddy, I think Bobby's having some troubles with Kyle. I just heard him release a plaintive wail, just a hop, skip, and a jump from a second ago.
Your brother, Odessa. He's left you, Kyle. Now I liked it. Lord knows my wife approved. And then we just opened the door, off and away he went.
Yeah.
Yeah? Now, about Bob. He's explained it to me, and I think I understand. And I can also understand how you might think he's a little bit different. But he really is a very sweet fellow. And you may not be able to tell by looking at him, but he is one hell of a lover. Let's get to the point. You've been pushing away from his advances, Kyle. Now, what's up with that? Look at me, Kyle. Look at me, Kyle.
Fuck Bob, Charles. I'm gonna get out of here with absolutely no explanation at all, because I also understand and feel that it's going to come simple. Now, as for my brother and the theory of off and away, you're right. He's not coming back for me. And do you know why, you fuck? Because he never left. You see, that's the difference between being a James and a fuck like a Ryan. Now, Charles, my brother and I are going to kill you, your cunt wife, your bitch daughters, and last but not least, the beheading of dear good old Bob.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Ray, I want you so much. Let me have you. Let me make love to you right now. What do you say?
Charles, not now, maybe later. Okay?
Did you like it? Did you like getting fucked by that kid?
Yeah.
Did you come?
God, yes.
Would you have fucked him again?
Yeah?
But you were gonna kill him, honey bunny.
And I would have, but I would have fucked him first.
Kyle James. What a pussy.
Odessa Lee, what a coward. What are you doing?
Saying my prayers, honey. The nations raged, but thy wrath came. The time for the dead to be judged. For rewarding thy servants, the prophets and saints, and those who fear thy name, both small and great, and for destroying the destroyers of earth.
Amen.
Are you going back to sleep, honey?
Mm-hmm. Why don't you go see Jamie? She's probably still awake.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll go climb in with Jamie. See you in the morning.
loved you, Odessa. Like a mother. If I was yours, I would have. I'll see you soon, right? Kill them all.
God damn me. You know, I wanted the colonial house, and you said no. And so then I wanted the adobe, and you said nothing Spanish. And instead, you picked the only house with a fucking dungeon. It's a lovely home, though, don't get me wrong. Do you want to kill her or do you want me?
Where does she go? Nobody knows. Brother James, I think it's time we show the Ryan family just who the fuck death is.
The fuck did they get those guns? It wasn't like Bob gave them the goddamn weapons.
Maybe it was Bob?
Yeah. Yeah. I think it's time to show those pussy James brothers just what it means to be a Ryan.
Yeah.
Damn, I feel good. Let's see. What do you think? M16? That's my girl. I am so proud of you. Now, honey, I don't know. What do you think? That outfit.
I think basic black shotgun.
Yeah. I think I got just what you need right here. Jesus H. Christ, I feel for this country. It's no wonder the conviction rate fucking sucks in this country. Sending me these pussies here. Do a man's job by trying to kill me. Me! God damn, don't these people know who the fuck I am?
Would you like some meatloaf for dinner, love?
Yeah, that sounds great. Don't they know not to fuck with me? To fuck with my family?
Where are those James brothers? Are they still killing those dwellers? Maybe they have some balls after all. Maybe they're ready to dance with the devil.
You know, with all these sparks flying, kind of reminds me of our honeymoon.
Yeah?
How's it going? Listen, I could just leave. Got an appointment dentist. Yeah. I can just leave you guys alone if oh shit!
Kyle James. I'm curious. When you put your dick inside of me, how long was it there before I noticed? You're a shitty fuck, Kyle. A real goddamn disappointment. Daddy's much better.
Stupid fuck! Dessa Lee James, one of the most notorious of all killers who ever walked the road. You know, look at me! You were my fucking hero! Can I ask you, lover, why you feel this moment's for a smile?
And ending a painless peace for a boy who longed to see death.
How about showing me a wee bit of some sort of fucking disappointment?
Why?
Because I'm about to blow your goddamn head off.
You know, Ray, I just thought of something really fucking funny.
And what's that?
You. Dead. We had one of those days, Ray.
What am I to say in my humble way if another is right or wrong? Or am I to judge with never a budge if another is weak or strong? God, He came down through the ages to write a small code in that mode He created for His brother's iron cages. Set Himself on a throne that He alone might judge the deeds of others. And through His greed and wanton need created the sins of His brothers. Said He with a sneer, I am the pure, and this is the rightful code. Before me you stand, why, lend a hand. It's you who must bear the load. How long the lout can stand and shout of God and noble things, then turn it around and knock to the ground the man who laughs or sings. As a child, Odessa, I too had a dream. Be strong in the Lord and in the power of His might. Put on the whole armor of God, that ye might be able to stand against the wiles, the devil. I'll see you in hell, Odessa Lee James.
Hell, Charlie, it's gonna be like a family fucking reunion.
Fuck.